What's the first thought or feeling that hits you when you hear the word money? Does it bring a sense of freedom, or does it stir up anxiety and frustration? For many, money is an emotional subject, one that often carries a mix of fear, guilt, and longing. But what if there's more to it than we've been taught? What if the way we think about money is the very thing standing between us and the prosperity we crave? I recently surveyed a group of spiritually focused individuals, asking them what they struggle with most in life. The top answer wasn't love or health, it was finances. That says a lot, doesn't it? It reveals that our struggle with money runs deeper than budgets and bank accounts. It's woven into our beliefs about worth, success, and even spirituality. It's almost like there's a wall inside us, a block that's preventing us from experiencing true abundance. But it doesn't have to stay this way. Imagine a shift in your mindset that opens up the flow of wealth as a spiritual force, a tool that can create not just personal comfort, but real, meaningful change in the world. Think of the impact that could happen if thousands of people, spiritually awakened and financially empowered, use their wealth to fuel causes that transform lives and uplift communities. There's a long-standing belief that money and spirituality just don't mix. It's a mindset that has kept many of us stuck, feeling like we have to choose between living a spiritual life and achieving financial success. But it's time to break free from that belief. We're diving deep into the nature of money itself, understanding it as more than just a means to an end, but as a reflection of energy and value that flows through us and into the world. This isn't about financial tricks or quick fixes. It's about changing the way we see money, shifting from a mindset of lack to one of limitless potential. When you embrace the idea that abundance isn't just about material wealth, but also about spiritual richness, you begin to open the door to a new kind of prosperity. If you're ready to move beyond old limitations and step into a new relationship with wealth, stay tuned. This conversation could be the beginning of something truly transformative. The biggest obstacle to abundance isn't the state of your bank account. It's the way you think about money. For many, there's a deep-rooted block, an inner resistance that's been silently built over generations, especially in spiritual circles. It's the idea that money is somehow tainted, incompatible with a life dedicated to higher values. This mindset has been ingrained in our consciousness for centuries, suggesting that wealth and spiritual purity are mutually exclusive. It's a belief that runs so deep that, without even realizing it, many of us have developed an unconscious aversion to financial success, as if desiring wealth somehow detracts from the purity of our spiritual pursuits. But this couldn't be further from the truth. Let's look at this belief more closely. It's not hard to see where it comes from. Religions, philosophies, and social norms often suggest that a simple life, devoid of material concerns, is the most virtuous path. The problem is, this view ignores the reality that money, like any other resource, is inherently neutral. It doesn't carry a moral value on its own. It's merely a tool that amplifies the intentions of the person using it. When you think about it, blaming money for the world's problems is like blaming a hammer for a broken table. It's not the tool, it's the way it's wielded that matters. To begin shifting this dynamic, you need to challenge the underlying assumptions about what money represents. Rather than seeing it as a corrupting force, consider it as a flow of energy that you can direct toward meaningful causes. Picture a river. Its waters can be used to nourish crops, quench thirst, or even generate power. In the same way, money can be channeled toward projects and initiatives that uplift humanity. But here's the catch: the flow of that river depends entirely on the beliefs and attitudes you hold. If you see money as dirty or impure, it's as though you're damming up that river, preventing the current from reaching you. Take a moment to imagine the life you could create if you stopped seeing money as an adversary and started viewing it as an ally in your spiritual journey. What could you achieve? Perhaps you'd launch a foundation to support a cause you're passionate about, create art that inspires thousands, or simply give yourself the freedom to explore life's mysteries without the constant stress of financial struggle. When you view money through the lens of spiritual growth, you unlock its true potential, not as an end in itself, but as a means to expand your capacity to make a positive impact. Many spiritual teachings suggest that you should not become attached to material things. But attachment doesn't mean rejection. It means freedom from the need to hoard or obsess. When you're spiritually grounded, you're not making money the centerpiece of your life. You're using it as a means to enhance the quality of your existence and to do good in the world. By embracing this perspective, you allow abundance to flow more freely because you're no longer subconsciously resisting it. You're not seeing money as something that's in opposition to your spiritual growth, but as a natural extension of it. When you start to shift your mindset, you'll find that the barriers to financial success begin to crumble. You'll notice more opportunities coming your way, your creativity flowing more freely, and your sense of self-worth expanding. It's a powerful transformation that starts from within but radiates outward into every aspect of your life. The most profound change is realizing that your worth isn't measured by the dollars you earn, but by the value you create, and money becomes simply a reflection of that value. Embrace the idea that wealth can coexist with a rich spiritual life. When you stop seeing money as something separate from your spiritual values, you can open the floodgates to a new world of possibilities, one where financial abundance is a natural outcome of living your highest purpose. Our perception of money often limits our ability to attract and maintain it, but the key to breaking free lies in recognizing that money is simply energy. It's a reflection of the value you create and the exchanges you make in the world, an outward symbol of your inner relationship with abundance. When you start seeing money as energy, everything changes. You no longer view it as something external that you have to chase or struggle for. Instead, you begin to understand it as an extension of your own energy, creativity, and contribution. This shift in perspective is crucial because it allows you to move from a mindset of scarcity to one of infinite possibilities. Think of money as the visible result of invisible forces at work, forces that you can influence. Every thought, belief, and action contributes to the flow of energy in your life, including financial energy. If you constantly think of yourself as lacking, as unworthy, or as someone who must struggle to earn every penny, then you create a vibration that attracts those very conditions. But if you start to align your thoughts with abundance, believing that money flows to you as a natural consequence of your purpose and efforts, you set in motion a new energetic pattern. It's like tuning into a different frequency on a radio. The signal changes, and with it, so does the reality you experience. Many people don't realize just how much their beliefs about money dictate their financial outcomes. Take, for example, someone who grew up hearing things like, "Money is the root of all evil," or "rich people are greedy." These kinds of statements shape a mindset that sees money in a negative light, making it difficult to embrace financial abundance without guilt or shame. But when you recognize that money itself is neither good nor bad, you can start to release these limiting beliefs and open yourself to a new understanding. Money, like any other form of energy, can be used for purposes that are aligned with your highest values. Imagine directing your energy in ways that not only generate financial abundance, but also create meaningful value for others. When you approach your work, your hobbies, or even your everyday interactions with a mindset that everything is an opportunity to share, connect, and contribute, the energy you put out starts to come back to you. It's as if the universe recognizes your intentions and responds accordingly. This is why people who are passionate about what they do, who give generously, and who operate from a place of love and service often find that wealth flows to them with less resistance. They're not chasing money, they're attracting it by being a source of positive energy. The energy of money can also be influenced by the mindset of generosity. When you hold on to every dollar out of fear of loss, you create a stagnant flow, like a dam that prevents the river from running its natural course. But when you practice giving, whether it's donating to a cause, supporting a friend, or even tipping someone generously, you're sending a message to the universe that you trust in the abundance of life. You're affirming that money is a renewable resource, one that will flow back to you when you need it. This doesn't mean being reckless with your finances, but rather understanding that the act of giving is also an act of receiving. It's all part of the same energetic cycle. The most powerful realization is that, as a conduit for this flow of energy, you have the ability to shape your financial reality by consciously choosing how you direct your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. If you align with a mindset that sees money as a natural part of the spiritual experience, one that can amplify your capacity to make a positive impact, you'll start to see wealth not as something you have to earn or deserve, but as something that naturally follows when you're in harmony with your true purpose. Opening yourself to being a channel for abundance isn't about obsessing over wealth or chasing material goals. It's about recognizing that, just like the air you breathe or the sunlight that warms your skin, the energy of money is always present, ready to manifest in your life. By embracing this, you're not only transforming your financial reality, but also expanding your ability to serve, create, and experience the fullness of life in a truly holistic way. The final step in this journey is understanding the deeper essence of abundance itself, the limitless substance that forms the foundation of everything in existence. This idea may seem abstract at first, but it's essential for unlocking true wealth and prosperity. When we look at the world through a spiritual lens, we see that the universe operates as a continuous field of energy. Whether you call it divine consciousness, the source field, or the fabric of reality, this underlying energy is ever present and never depleted. It's an infinite reservoir that supports all creation, and that includes the flow of money in your life. Now, think about what this means for you. If the substance that makes up everything is truly limitless, then the sense of lack or scarcity is not an actual condition of the universe, but rather a state of mind, a belief that gets in the way of experiencing abundance. This isn't to say that poverty and financial struggles aren't real. They absolutely are, and they affect many people's lives in profound ways. But at the core of these experiences is a consciousness of limitation, a perception that there isn't enough to go around. When we begin to understand that abundance is the natural state of the universe, we can start shifting our consciousness from one of scarcity to one of boundless possibility. This idea of infinite substance goes beyond just money. It touches all areas of life: health, happiness, love, and creativity. When you align yourself with the understanding that there is an endless flow of energy available, you realize that there is no limit to the ideas, opportunities, or resources that can come your way. You are like a fish swimming in a vast ocean of possibilities. The only thing that can cut you off from the current is your own belief in limitation. When you start to see abundance as the baseline of existence, you open yourself up to receive more than you ever thought possible. So, how do you tap into this limitless field of abundance? It starts with expanding your awareness. Instead of viewing life through a narrow lens that focuses solely on what you lack, begin to notice the areas where abundance already exists. It could be the air you breathe, the beauty of nature around you, or even the ideas and insights that flow effortlessly into your mind. As you practice noticing abundance, you start to resonate with it, creating a shift in your energy that attracts even more into your life. It's like tuning an instrument to the right frequency. When you're in harmony with the vibration of abundance, your outer reality starts to reflect that inner state. The key here is recognizing that this substance of abundance doesn't just exist out there somewhere in the world. It also resides within you. The same energy that permeates the cosmos flows through you as well, meaning you have the ability to draw from this limitless source at any time. When you embrace this perspective, you begin to see yourself as a co-creator with the universe, rather than a passive recipient waiting for good things to happen. You realize that your thoughts, beliefs, and actions are constantly shaping your reality, and you can consciously choose to align with the flow of abundance instead of resisting it. It's important to acknowledge that this isn't about denying challenges or pretending that everything is perfect. Rather, it's about seeing beyond the surface conditions to the deeper truth that lies underneath. Even in moments of difficulty, the energy of abundance is still present, waiting to be accessed and utilized. By focusing on the limitless nature of reality and the infinite substance that forms all things, you can navigate obstacles with a sense of trust and resilience, knowing that the flow of abundance is always available to you. Finally, embracing this understanding of abundance transforms the way you approach money and financial goals. Instead of striving for wealth as if it's something you need to secure or hold on to, you start to see it as a natural expression of the abundant energy that flows through you. Wealth becomes a byproduct of living in alignment with your highest values and purpose, not an end goal to be achieved at all costs. When you operate from this mindset, you're not just pursuing financial success, you're cultivating a life of true fulfillment, where the flow of abundance touches every aspect of your being. As you've explored this journey, you've seen that the path to financial abundance is not simply about numbers or luck. It's about reshaping your entire understanding of money, energy, and the limitless nature of reality. The world has long conditioned us to see wealth as a scarce resource, to view money as something that creates conflict with spiritual values. But now you know that money is neither good nor bad. It's a reflection of energy, an extension of the flow of life itself. When you see wealth as an outcome of spiritual alignment, it becomes a tool for growth, healing, and positive impact. The real secret is in transforming your mindset, releasing the old beliefs that have kept you in a state of scarcity, and embracing the truth that abundance is the natural state of the universe. Your consciousness shapes the flow of energy, and your relationship with money mirrors your inner world. When you understand that abundance is not something you need to chase, but something you allow, the energy shifts, and prosperity begins to flow toward you. So, take this newfound perspective and let it guide you as you navigate the financial world. Let go of fear, guilt, and doubt about money. Embrace the idea that by aligning your values with your financial goals, you're not only serving yourself, but contributing to a greater good. When you operate from a place of abundance, money becomes more than just a means to an end. It becomes a way to express your highest self, to create meaningful change, and to live a life of true fulfillment. If you're ready to continue this journey, subscribe and stay tuned. There are many more insights to uncover and transformations to experience. Let this be just the beginning of a new relationship with money, where financial success is not only achievable but inevitable, because it's rooted in the very fabric of who you are.